Hello everyone. Some of you have been asking me for a few recommendations on what to check out or pick up at the upcoming Sephora members sale. So here we go. I did a quick flash poll on IG story a while ago asking you guys whether you were spending more time and money looking at skincare or makeup during the circuit breaker or lockdown period, and an overwhelming majority of you guys, almost 90%, said that you were spending more time thinking about skincare and trying to treat your skin right. We are staying out of the sun, we are staying out of the pollution, we are also not wearing makeup on a daily basis. I say this at every sale. Please prioritize your staples, the things that you know you love and you're gonna get maximum mileage out of. The things that I will be talking about today are just suggestions, extras that might be interesting to check out if you have a little bit more budget. Item number 1, LANEGE Cream Skin Milk Oil Cleanser. This one I've talked about a few times. It is a beautiful texture. It's not like any milk texture that I've tried before because it is quite liquid, if you can see it, and once you pump it out and you spread it around, it immediately emulsifies into this really lightweight gel liquid texture, and it rinses off very, very clean. It does not strip your skin, it does not make my eyes sting at all. So I love this especially after a workout, and I will just massage this around. I feel like it cleans out my pores very well, but it doesn't make my skin feel tight, squeaky and dry the way gels and foaming cleansers tend to. Number 2, Perfect Protector by Shiseido. This is SPF 50 PA4+, and it contains Uvinol A+, which is a very photostable UVA filter. UVB, remember, makes you burn and tan. UVA is what ages you, damages your cell and your DNA. So a good sunscreen with a very good and very stable UVA filter is always my pick. I am a fan of drugstore sunscreens in general. I think you should be really generous when applying sunscreen, so I don't usually encourage people to spend a lot of money on sunblocks, but if it's a sale and you want to splurge, this is a very, very good one, especially if you want to wear this out when you work out, because this has not just Shiseido's wet force technology, which gets a little bit stronger and more tenacious. It clings to your skin when you sweat. This also has a heat force technology as well. This contains a lot of skincare ingredients in there. It is Shiseido. Whether you have combination or oily skin, or you are working out a little bit more like me, since it's the circuit breaker period, we do want to clear out and prevent clogged pores, but I also don't believe in stripping the skin. So both of these products I'm going to mention do a pretty good job of refining the pores, clearing out little clogs and reducing them without stripping your skin and causing it to become more oily. One of these is a tried and tested favorite. This is the second bottle that I'm using right now. This is the Advanced Night Repair Intense Reset Concentrate by Estee Lauder. Like the original Advanced Night Repair, this is a lot of antioxidants, hyaluronic acid, so it holds moisture but not oil in your skin. And this formula also contains salicylic acid, so it actually really helps to refine the texture and the look of your pores after using it for a couple of weeks or more. You may find it strange, but I do consider the Clarifique Double Essence from Lancome a suitable alternative to this one. Both of them are anti-inflammatory, antioxidant lotions, serums, but they have exfoliating, polishing properties as well. This one contains glycolic acid and also salicylic acid, like the Estee Lauder. Now, the salicylic acid, I feel, is what I see the most effect from. It does seem to refine the pores after a few days of use. The pH level of this is not quite high enough to give you that instant radiant polishing effect you would get from something like, say, Alpha H Liquid Gold. However, I feel like this seems to be designed to give you a very, very gentle and gradual sort of polishing and smoothing of the skin over time. So I would put the exfoliating strength somewhere closer to Pixi Glow Tonic. And I know some people have pretty sensitive skin, or you're new to glycolic acid and you find Pixi still a little bit too strong and tingly for you, then you may want to check this out if budget allows, because obviously this is way more expensive than the Pixi Glow Tonic, but it does contain a lot more nourishing ingredients in it. Just support your barrier function and prevent that stinging. The fourth thing I would suggest you check out during the circuit breaker period would be a stronger, punchier retinoid, because it's one of the most powerful anti-aging ingredients, and during this period, if your skin gets a little bit red or it gets a little bit peely, you don't have to worry about going out in public. You don't have to worry about applying makeup and it looking flaky and strange. So it's a perfect timing to really boost your anti-aging regime. And one suggestion is the 1A Retinol Peptides Overnight Mask. And this one is kind of pricey, that's why I get it during a sale. And it contains not just 0.05% retinaldehyde. Retinaldehyde is one step away from retinoic acid, which your skin immediately can use. So if you get something like this, which is a retinol serum, it takes your skin quite a while to convert it to retinaldehyde and then to retinoic acid before it starts to take effect in your skin. So this is not necessarily stronger depending on the percentage or concentration of retinol in some other products, but it does get to work much faster. This one is Peter Thomas Roth's Retinol Fusion PM, and this is 1.5% retinol in a squalane base. And the reason why I suggest these two, despite the slightly higher price tag, is the fact that they are formulas that try to counteract the potential negative side effects of retinoids, stinging redness and all that, by using very nourishing formulas. This one is encapsulated, which means it's a slow release retinol formula, and it's also got vitamin C and E in there to just kind of help with some anti-inflammation. This one contains 13 peptides. It really helps to support your barrier function and prevent that stinging or kind of like compromised barrier that some people will experience with retinoids. And it's also got a lot of anti-inflammatories and antioxidants. So if you're gonna try something strong, try it in a formulation that has all these other benefits. So you kind of get the best of both worlds because you reduce the negativity without reducing the strength of the retinoids. I am not sure how many of you are still buying color makeup because we're all dressed up with nowhere to go. But if you're in the market for something fun and luxurious, then NATASHA DENONA, I love the Sunrise palette, but the recent Love palette is really pretty as well. I would say, comparison-wise, the Sunrise palette obviously is a little bit more on the warm red side, and then the Love palette is more on the cool red or rose side. So obviously this has more purples, more kind of like a blue shift to some of the shades. Look at how pretty that is. So I am wearing this today. I will try and insert a clip with the application. Obviously, I did it while I was on a conference call. I was just applying it in the study, so excuse me if the lighting was not fantastic. Of course, if you find that you waste a lot of product when you buy large palettes and you want something more compact, a little bit easier to use, that you don't have to think too hard when you're looking at these shades, then get one of the Charlotte Tilbury color-coded luxury eye palettes. Last item is 100% feel-good splurge. You don't need this, but oh, I really like it. And this is Tom Ford's Rose Prick Eau de Parfum. Just the black and pastel pink box alone is, and look at the inside. This deserves a place on a pedestal somewhere. It is so gorgeous. Despite how it looks, I really think this would smell pretty good on a guy as well. If I have to make fragrance comparisons, then this is nowhere near the usual typical floral, girly, rosy, peony fresh type rose fragrances. This is very much more similar to, say, Dior Midnight Poison and also Dior Amber Nuit, which are both very ambery florals. There is a certain suaveness to it, and there is that earthiness from the patchouli in the base, which these all have as well. And those are my suggestions for the upcoming Sephora members sale. I hope you guys are staying safe. Hope you guys are not bored out of your minds. I've already run out of stuff that I want to watch on Netflix. I've moved on to Amazon Prime, so if you have shows that you want to suggest that you found really, really good, let me know what they are. And until I see you again, happy shopping!